Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Work Your Light. My name is Patricia. Today's video is actually seriously spontaneous, and people who actually know me that know that spontaneous. You see, this is the point. Being spontaneous is not yet a strength of mine, but it is going to be. So this video today is absolutely spontaneous. I just finished cleaning my room, and I don't know, suddenly I felt like, okay, let's do a video. Throughout the day today, I've been really thinking about topics, about like, oh, this could actually be a really good topic, or I need to mention this and that. Okay, and now they give me what I should be talking about. So I can tell you from my point of view, and today is Wednesday. Exactly, today is Wednesday. I believe the 12th of May, and I have had, like, in the morning, a series of moments where I felt some sort of anxiety and a big restlessness. And yeah, they're giving me tarot cards. So the point here is that I do really believe that many of us are feeling this right now. You know, there is some sort of energy that I'm feeling is like pretty dense. It's like a damp cloud, like covering us. This is how it feels. It feels like a cliff, you know? Like really something is there to release. And what I do feel is that I am getting more and more to the core of the core of the core, okay? Because the thing is, like, if you remember the previous readings, I've like always been talking about that we are breaking free from something, or that we are shedding something, or that we release. We will always be releasing stuff, and this is never going to end. Absolutely not. But it is going to get easier. You know, it is going to my friend, he says, like, be water. Okay, so being water is a good advice at the right now moment. And now they are guiding me towards pulling a card. Yes, exactly. Thank you. This is a very important point. The Eight of Cups is talking about moving away from what doesn't serve you emotionally. This is also in regards, you know, to shedding something. And they're pointing out it is something that is very deeply hidden within us. And we will always be in the Eight of Cups mode. Always. But the thing is that, I mean, how do I put this? As I mentioned in the previous video, thank you. As I mentioned in the previous video, aren't we like always, like in the previous months, we have been practicing a lot this being self-assured, simply because we have been experiencing those moments. And we've been experiencing those moments of success, of stepping out of our comfort zone, simply because we became more mindful. So let's not forget about mindfulness, guys. Because yes, and I know why they get me there. Because finger pointing and blaming and gossiping, it's ridiculous. It is really crazy and actually very beautiful in the same moment, because you can see all of these people around you, and also in regards to yourself, who that are releasing stuff. They are releasing because they become aware of the fact that that finger pointing and blaming each other is creating a reaction, a manifestation. And this is what I see, because people are blaming and then they get oftentimes a very instant reaction. So, they're still going through this 3D mode. Something is good or something is bad. That's where we also started, and we still shed this. We still do this. I myself really have been talking yesterday with my best friend about us still having this. In German we say Schubladendenken. So it's like I don't know, how do I say this? Yeah, great. I'm gonna take an old example, a very old one from my life. Because you are obese, I think this is the word, overweight. You seem to be very lazy, a lazy person. This is like, that's finger pointing, that's blaming, that's being judgmental. Okay, and we still shed this. So be water is a really good advice, to be honest. Being water. And guys, I get you, it feels tough. And yes, I have had several moments of feeling anxiety. And how did I get back to my groundedness, to being relaxed? I really did everything to shift my focus. I mean, for real. I felt this anxiety, and I was at the office, okay, and I had this, I think, 3 or 4 times today. And I was at the office, and I felt this feeling coming up, this feeling with these thoughts, these questions. How can you handle this? I mean, like, guys, the last video that I've been recording was last Sunday, and you have no freaking idea how much physically shifted. It's seriously interesting. Yes, and they're pointing out the Kansas City Shuffle. So I know this word since I've been watching this movie Lucky Number 11. And actually from the whole movie, from all of these scenes, this topic of the Kansas City Shuffle really stuck within me, really like glue. And I don't know why. I didn't know why in this time. But the Kansas City Shuffle is seriously how the universe, how our guides are working with us, or simply being put, how we manifest stuff. Because the Kansas City Shuffle is pretending going to the left, but actually then going to the right. Okay, this is how it works. And guys, I can tell you, I had a freaking huge Kansas City Shuffle moment a few days ago. Yes. I'm gonna leave it like that. Where it's like, in this moment, like everything is like freaking shifting. And I was like, wow. I was impressed. I was laughing about it. I was seriously laughing about it. Like, I'm not going into details, but how much I have really been working through my fears. Because the universe showed me that, well, honey, I mean, like, you're not allowed to take the easy way. No, you're gonna dig deep. And I was like, damn. So I did it. I really got through it all. And everything that I thought I could never do, because shame, because the feeling of guilt, I did it. And it's a few I think two of these things have been these situations where I had to stand up for myself, were like gifted to me. And I mean, like, for real. It was like a gift. I didn't even have to start the topic, and it was like gifted to me, like like that. So everything you ever did led up to this moment. They want me to quote this because that's actually, just give me a moment. That's actually a quote from this book. So, like, if I would ask, for example, guidance for this collective here right now, I would get, the ability to adapt is a survival skill. Yes. Freaking yes. I mean, like, that's absolutely like that. So, yeah, I've been doing some sort of a forecast. Okay. They want me. That's so interesting. Okay, because I've been thinking about exactly this idea last Sunday, and I completely forgot about it. So you remember the last Sunday I've been doing the video that has been uploaded like a day prior to today, when you see this video. So when afterwards recording this post new moon guidance, I've been asking myself, like, I'm really, and they want me to use the same cards, I'm really so freaking curious about the difference. Okay, because I've been pulling from a certain deck, from this one, and then I think I've been using tarot cards. So my question was, like, what is the current energy of this collective, the current energetic momentum? How do we perceive our current energetic momentum? Is it really this one? Yeah, I think. So, delight. Let me read this out. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, yes, and they give me the word gratitude, the more delight we evoke in others. Exactly. Ansteckend. Okay. Ansteckend means contagious. Yes, absolutely. So, let's have a look at from today to Sunday. So, what is it that we're heading towards until Sunday? Divine Masculine. Okay. The frequency of Divine Masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas in form with kindness and wisdom. You know what's interesting? And they give me Divine Masculine because they really want to put out, with this card, they do want to point out, like, very strongly, that in these days from last Sunday till today, we have been really shifting the whole and the energy of this whole collective. We have been shifting it because, have a look at the previous video, because I do actually not remember being in a really active situation, because this is what they mean with, this is so interesting, because in the previous reading I've been drawing the Knight of Pentacles, where I was talking about, like, its physical manifestation, physical change. Some of us might be moving, and the fun is that I didn't know what I know now. So Divine Masculine is action from a balanced perspective, from a balanced core. This is what the Divine Masculine is. Okay, so the number 19, delight. Well, you know, the thing is, like, it really feels like this card of delight. Let me show you this. This card of delight, In regards to number 1 and 9, so new beginnings and like ending chapters, closing out a cycle, it really feels like rebirth. It really feels, yes, and they give me a hint to Scorpio. I mean, like, okay, I know Scorpio is the 8th house energy, but I don't know, maybe there's something going on with, they say Mars Pluto. Is this right? I don't know. It's like sometimes I really cannot keep these informations because I'm intuitive. I like, there are some things that I really like to educate myself about, but I know that my intuition is going to let me dig more deeper than what I can achieve through knowledge. So basic knowledge and then digging deeper by my intuition. Let me get in regards to how we perceive our current situation. We have the 7 of Wands, and that's very interesting because that's a card that I've been drawing yesterday. And the Judgment, which is, wow. Like, for real, wow. Guys, listen, the point here is that in the reading prior to this one, I've been talking in regards to what is coming towards us as the Judgment, and not as where we are at the right moment or how we perceive our current situation. That's so interesting. Let me get a clarify on the Judgment. 10 of Pentacles, of course, because the 10 of Pentacles is really talking about family. I do get the feeling of stability. That's why we allow ourselves to release these things, okay? And we have the Ace of Wands, which is clarifying the 7 of Wands. We know why we are doing this. Absolutely. Absolutely. Give me a clarify on the Divine Masculine. We have the 4 of Wands and the Page of Wands. So we do have a lot of ignition, a lot of new beginnings, a lot of homecomings. I literally heard the word homecomings, which is very interesting. 4 of Wands. 6 of Swords. Yes, and we are getting there by simply trusting our guidance system, because this woman over here, she is being guided. She's having a guide on her side. 6 of Cups is clarifying the Page of Wands, of course. We've been clearing out, we've been really healing, we've been putting a lot of work into healing our inner child, and that's why we finally allow ourselves feeling adventurous about this new beginning and then taking action, okay? So let me get, what I wanted to show is the number 23 in the bottom of the deck. If you didn't know this yet, number 23 is my favorite number. I do love this number, to be honest. So the frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. Both familiar and completely new. Seriously, I've had these cards in my head. The familiarity, this notion, is in this case so much tied to us feeling at home, homecoming, us feeling at home within ourselves. This is a topic that I've been talking about like 4 weeks ago, because I moved in here. And new beginnings, which is the Ace of Wands, and we have the Page of Wands over there. I mean, like, that fits perfectly. I would like to have a last guidance card. Throat chakra. I mean, like, yes, of course. The frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. Well, the throat chakra, to me, for me it feels logical, okay? The throat chakra to me is also very tied to our thoughts. Not only the things that we talk, but also the thoughts that we have. The self-talk that we have. Power off. That was my speaker. So the self-talk that we have, really, guys, we need to be very mindful. But I've been catching myself today several times really having some sort of negative self-talk, not being like very gentle with myself. This is something that was a little bit missing. But I caught myself in this moment. And then I kind of like steered in a different direction, shifting my focus. That was the thing that I've been doing today. So speak good words. And being compassionate is also something that they give me. Being compassionate, patience, peaceful, absolutely, yeah. So, Eight of Pentacles, yes. And the Eight of Pentacles in this case is exactly what I have been talking. Being mindful. Being mindful. Looking at the details, okay? Also listening to what people are saying. Nine of Swords. Yeah. This is very much in regards to the negative self-talk. Getting out of your head. Absolutely. Closing out a cycle. Yeah, for some of you, it is absolutely about speaking your truth. Absolutely. And with the Empress, there is a very... Eight of Pentacles clarified by the Empress in regards to the throat chakra is like, seriously, guys, everything is very, very much talking about self-care, nurturing yourself, mothering yourself, going out in nature, really connect to nature is seriously helping. I've been doing this a lot in the last days, and it was wonderful. I was seriously grateful for these moments. So, exactly. So when you nurture and mother yourself, you will be able more and more it will be more easier for you and more intuitive for you, the way how you communicate. So that everything that comes from you comes from love, okay? Comes from your internal abundance, from your stability. And we know that when we are then taking action, this is the divine masculine energy, because the Empress is the divine feminine. Okay? Wonderful, guys. Yeah, that was a good reading. So, thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I'm wishing you a wonderful rest of this week. Stay grounded. Namaste.